Assalamu alaikum dear students. I hope that you are all well by the grace of Almighty Allah. Alhamdulillah, I'm also fine by the mercy of Almighty Allah. Welcome to NIVS Home School. This is Mizanur Rahman, Assistant Reserve Islamic Studies of National Rail International School, Day Shift, Bonasri, Dhaka. Today I am going to take an Islamic Studies class for the students of class 7. Our today's topic is Chapter 2, Lesson number 3-4, Discussion. Term Half Yearly 2021. Today's lecture number 10, and I will give AW on the basis of extra, whose number will be 9. Okay, dear students, let's come to the board and listen. Chapter 2, lesson number 3, Salat of Eid. Definition: Eid is an Arabic word. This means joy and celebration, etc. The Eid day is a great assembly and national joyous day for the Muslims. Okay, dear students, our Prophet ﷺ said in the Hadith, every community has a joyous day, and the day of Eid, day of joy for the Muslim is Eid day. Okay, so there are 2 days for the Muslims, Eid day, Eidul Fitr and Eidul Azha. Okay, dear students, now we will start Eidul Fitr. Number 1, Eidul Fitr. Eid means joy and Fitr means Saum or breaking the fast. Saum or breaking the fast. Eidul Fitr means the joy of breaking the Saum. Okay, dear students, we know that Eidul Fitr is the first Shawwal. On the day of first Shawwal, we celebrate the Eidul Fitr. After finishing the month of Ramadan, every Muslim festival a joyful day on first Shawwal. Month of Shawwal is first day is the celebration of Eidul Fitr. Okay, dear students, now we will start importance of Eidul Fitr. The importance of Eidul Fitr is very significant in the Muslim's life, because when we perform our fast on month after finishing the month of Ramadan, when we celebrate the Eidul Fitr, it has a lot of significance. By the performing of Eidul Fitr, every man can know about his neighbors and about his other Muslims brothers, and by the performing of Eidul Fitr grows a strong brotherhood between the human beings, between Muslims. Okay, dear students, Eidul Fitr is very important, and on this day every Muslims go to the other Muslims brothers and take care of them and give the sweet meat and fires, etc. to the other brothers of Muslims. So it is very important, and on the Eidul Fitr, the Muslims, every Muslims give the Sadaqatul Fitr to the poor Muslims. By this way, every Muslim, those who are poor of our society, they can also they can also celebrate the joy on the Eidul Fitr. So it is very important and significant day of the Muslim's life. Okay, dear students, now we start the Sunnah work on Eid day. Dear students, we know that more than 11 or 12 Sunnah works on Eid day, and only 7 are included in your book, which are to take bath. Number 1, to take bath. It is Sunnah work on Eid day. Number 2, using perfume or ator. It is the second Sunnah of the Eid day. Number 3, wearing neat and clean clothes, neat and clean dress. It is also Sunnah of the Eid day. Number 4, having sweet meat before performing Salat. Okay, dear students, number 4, it is very important, because having sweet meat before Salat of Eid is Sunnah on the Eidul Fitr day, but do not have any sweet meat before performing Salat of Eid on the Eidul Azha. Eidul Azha's day we should take sweet meat after performing our Eid day Salat. Okay, so There are difference between Eid al-Fitr and Eid al-Adha taking sweet meat. Eid al-Fitr day we have to take sweet meat before performing Salat of Eid, and on the Eid al-Adha we have to take sweet meat after performing our Salat of Eid. Okay, dear students, now number 5, to perform the Eid Salat at the Eidgah. To perform the Eid Salat at the Eidgah. Perform, F-O-R-M. To perform the Eid Salat at the Eidgah. It is also the Sunnah of the Eid day. Number 6, to keep saying Takbir while going to Eidgah. Okay, dear students, when we go to the Eidgah, we have to say Takbir. Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, Lillahil hamd. This Takbir we have to recite silently at the day of Eid al-Fitr, and we have to recite this Takbir with loudly at the day of Eid al-Adha. Okay, number 7, to go to the Eidgah on the one way and return through another way. It is also the Sunnah of Eid day. Another Sunnah of Eid day is also break up from bed early in the morning. It is also Sunnah of the Eid day. And brush the teeth, it is also the Sunnah of Eid day. And taking ablution, it is also the Sunnah of Eid day. And take bath before going to the Eidgah, it is also Sunnah of Eid day. It is more than 10 Sunnah of the Eid day. Dear students, everyone try to perform the Eid day Sunnah. Okay, dear students, now we will start the Takbir of Eid. Takbir of Eid is Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, Lillahil hamd. This is the Takbir of Eid. Okay, then the social teachings of Eid. For mankind, Allah the Great has arranged a greeting on the 2 days in a year. Dear students, every Muslim, those who are living in this world, every Muslims celebrate the 2 Eid day on every year, Eid al-Fitr and Eid al-Adha. Eid al-Fitr comes after the month of Ramadan, and Eid al-Adha it is celebrated on the day of 10th Zilhaj. Okay, these 2 Eid, there are a lot of social teachings for these 2 Eid days, because by this Eid day we can take part in the enjoys whole people, those who are living in our society. And on the Eid al-Adha we give the meat of our sacrificed animals to those who are poor person living in our society. By this way, the Eid day make a good relation between Muslims, and it is also grow a strong brotherhood among the Muslims. Okay, dear students, now we will start Eid al-Adha. Both the words Eid al-Adha are Arabic words. In the general term, it is called the Eid of Qurbani. Eid of Qurbani, it is called the Eid al-Adha in Arabic. Okay, importance of Eid al-Adha. Every Muslim who is financially capable has to perform Qurbani. The faith and taqwa are tested through Qurbani. Allah the Almighty said in the Holy Quran, Surah Al-Hajj, verse number 37, La yanalallahu luhumuha wala dima'uha walakin yanaluhu taqwa minkum kadhalika sakhkharaha lakum litukabbirullahu ala ma hadakum wa bashshiril muhsinin. Okay, dear students, by this verse we know that Allah the Almighty ordered to Muslims to giving Qurbani, and only taqwa and fear of Allah and intention of hearts reach to the Almighty Allah, and there is no meat, no blood, no bone, etc. are not reached to the Almighty Allah. So as a Muslim we have to sacrifice our animals only for satisfaction of Almighty Allah. Okay, dear students, now we start Mustahab's rules for the meat of Qurbani. Dear students, we know that there are 3 rules of meat of the Qurbani. We have to divide it total meat of the Qurbani into 3 parts. One part for ourselves, and one part for our relatives, and one part we have to give the poor person, those who are living in our society. Okay, this is the mustahab rules of Qurbani's meat. Now we will start the wajib works of the Eid al-Azha. Dear students, we know that there are two wajib works of Eid al-Azha. Number one, two rakat salat with 6 additional takbir. It is one wajib work of Qurbani, one wajib work of Eid al-Azha. And number two, to give Qurbani. It is the second wajib work of Eid al-Azha. Okay, dear students, now we will start rule of performing Salatul Eid. Okay, dear students, we know that when we want to perform our Salatul Eid, we have to go Eidgah, and firstly we have to perform 2 rakat salat with 6 additional takbir. Firstly, we have to standing and make intention for performing salat of Eid. Then we have to say takbir as like as Allahu Akbar, and then recite Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdika wa tabaraka asmuka wa ta'ala jadduka wa la ilaha ghayruk. Then recite A'udhu Billah and Bismillah. Then recite Surah Fatiha and another surah. Then give additional 6 takbir. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Sorry, firstly you have to give you have to intention for Salat of Eid. Then you have to give after Sana, you have to give 3 additional takbir. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. And third time you have to take your hands on the navel. And then recite Surah Fatiha and another surah. Then as like as for Salat, we have to perform 1 rakat salat. And after finishing 1 rakat salat, you have to stand up and recite Surah Fatiha and another surah. And before going to ruku, you have to give 3 additional takbir like this. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. And 4th takbir, say Allahu Akbar and go to ruku. And another works as like as our farz salat or sunnat salat. And performing 2 rakat salat, recite tashahud, durud and dua masura. And finishing after dua masura, you have to say Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah, Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. Like this, the way of performing Eid al-Azha or Salat of Eid. Okay, dear students, now we will start lesson 4, Salatul Janaza. Dear students, firstly you have to know what is Salatul Janaza. Definition. Salatul Janaza, Salat means namaz and Janaza means dead body. So Salatul Janaza means Salat of the dead body or Salat of dead person. Okay, dear students, when any person dead in our society, then we have to come to perform four things, 4 works as a Muslim, those who are alive in this earth. Firstly, you have to give him take bath or wash the body of dead person. Then we have to give secondly kafan or cloth of the dead body. Then you have to perform Salatul Janaza, and then we have to give the dead body grave. These 4 things are wajib to the dead body, those who are live in the society. Okay, dear students, now we will start importance and significance. Dear students, we know that the Salatul Janaza is very, very important because Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said in the hadith, those who take part in the Salatul Janaza, then he get 1 qirat sawab, and 1 qirat is equal to as like as mountain Uhud. And those who take part in the barit or in the grave, giving grave of any dead body, then he get the another qirat of sawab, and 1 qirat sawab is as like as Uhud mountain. So it is very, very important to perform Salatul Janaza. And Salatul Janaza is Farz-e Kifaya. You know that Farz-e Kifaya, when some person of our society take part in the Salatul Janaza, then it will be enough. But when any one person don't perform from our society this Salatul Janaza, then every person will be sinner. This is called So this is called Farz Kifaya. Okay, dear students, now we will start how to pray. How to pray or how to pray for the dead body. Dear students, we know that at the timing of Salatul Janaza, we have to say this dua. Allahumma gfir li hayyina wa mayyitina wa shahidina wa ghaibina wa saghirina wa kabirina wa dhakarina wa unsana. Allahumma wa nahyatahu minna fahihi ala al-islam. Wa man tawaffaytahu minna fatawaffahu ala al-iman. This is the dua for the adult dead body. And when any dead body who is a little boy, then we have to recite this dua. Allahumma ja'alhu lana fardan wa ja'alhu lana azran wa ja'khran wa ja'alhu lana shafi'an wa mushaffa'a. And if the dead body is the little girl, then we have to recite this dua at the time of janaza. Allahumma ja'alha lana fardan wa ja'alha lana zukhran wa ja'alha lana shafi'atan wa mushaffa'a. Okay, these three duas for the dead body. And when we lay down the dead body in the grave, then we say Bismillahi wa ala millati Rasulillah. And when we give the soil on the grave, then we say Minha khalaqnakum wa fiha nu'idukum wa minha nukhrijukum taratan ukhra. Okay, dear students, this Salatul Janaza is the very significance in our life. We know that if one day we will must die. Allah the Almighty said in the Holy Quran, Kullu nafsin za'iqatul maut. Every living being should have to die on the day. So as a Muslim, we have to careful about our death, and we have to do good deeds in our daily life, and we have to good works and do not do any sinful activities. Because if we do sinful activities in this earth, after the death, Allah will give the punishment, and Allah the Almighty give the Jahannam. So as a Muslim, we have to go to the Jannah. So we have to do good work and good deeds, performing 5 times salat every day, and all times say truth, and don't cheating with others, don't iftease, and any other sinful activities. Okay, dear students, I hope that you have understood this topic clearly. Now I want to give HW on the basis of today's lecture. Today's HW is HW number 9, and topic is write any 7 informative sentence on chapter 2 lesson number 3 and 4. Today's lesson is this 3 and this is lesson 4. Okay, dear students, from these 2 lessons you have to read minimum 3 times firstly, then you have to write down 7 informative sentence on your HW copy, and submit your HW copy on every Saturday from 9 am to 3 pm. Okay, dear students, I hope that you have understood today's topic clearly. Keep practicing at home, avoid your parents, stay well. See you again very soon inshallah with another topic. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.